Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to talk about friendships and Turner syndrome. Before we talk about that though, you know the deal. You see that subscribe button right down below? Click it. You know you want it. Come on, come join the fam. Let's have some fun. You're also going to want to hit that notification bell so that you can be told each and every time I post, because you know you're going to want to come back. So just do it. Come on. All right. Let's get into this. So, for a lot of girls with Turners, friendships and social things in general can be hard. A lot of us do have social anxiety, and a lot of us have nonverbal learning disorder, and are also could be on the autism spectrum. So sometimes we just flat out don't get social cues. Just don't get them. So for some people, that can make friendships really hard. They feel really awkward, or other people feel really awkward around them. Plus, having something that kind of makes you different is harder to find people that understand you and have something in common. For me, I was very, very lucky. My best friend Tiva, the one that I've introduced on the channel before, the one that's in the Who Knows Me Better, My Best Friend or My Husband challenge, I've known her, let's see, we met in third grade, I do believe, or fourth grade, third or fourth grade, I can't remember which one, and we've been like besties ever since. She's basically a sister to me. She and I just almost instantly had a connection, and that's kind of how I am with a lot of people. Like, for most people, I really either click like almost immediately, or I don't. And that's another it's another one of the things. So as a camp counselor, we talked about, as a person, you are one of two things. You are either a peach or a pineapple. Now let me explain that. Pineapple has a very hard outer shell but very soft inside. Peach has a very soft outside but a very hard inner shell that you can't get through, or hard inner, the pit of a peach. So if you are the type of person that is a pineapple, you're very hard to get to know at first, but once you break through, nothing's off limits. If you are a peach, you're the type of person that the surface stuff you don't mind anybody knowing. You'll tell anybody pretty much anything surfacely. But it takes a heck of a lot to get down to that inner core, if anybody can. I tend to be very much a pineapple. I'm kind of hard to get to know at first, but once you break through that shell, I pretty much tell you anything. Hence why pretty much everyone, if you've known me for more than 10 minutes, I've said this plenty of times before in videos, if you've known me for more than 10 minutes, you know I have Turner syndrome, you know I can't have babies on my own, that kind of thing. And I am definitely the kind of person, I pretty much wear my heart on my sleeve. Like, yeah, once you've known me for a little while, you know me. But it does take me a little bit to trust people. Like, with Russell, it took me about a month before he was more than just like the boy toy, and like I really let him get to know me, and really let myself go with him in that way. So that is kind of a key to me. And I know everybody's different, and different personalities mesh differently. So I don't think it's like out of the ordinary. It's just something that a lot of girls with Turners do struggle with. Add on top of that the whole infertility thing. That's kind of a double whammy. And I know infertility and Turner syndrome tend to go like hand in hand, but the medical stuff of Turner syndrome and infertility, even though it is medical, can make things very hard. Some girls with Turners don't want to have babies, and that's fine. They're happy with that. Good. All the power to you. Those who really do want to have babies, it can be a struggle. And other people who, like, yes, there are tons of women who can't have babies, tons of men who can't have babies. It's way more common, and it definitely needs to be talked about. Absolutely. I hate that it's such a taboo thing to talk about. People go through it. So what? Talk about it. Whatever. Don't feel ashamed about it. And I hate people that it really, I don't say hate people, but I hate it when people, I should say, make other people feel guilty for talking about it. Just because it's not easy for you doesn't mean it shouldn't be talked about, first of all. Now let me get off that tangent. Yes, other people can go through it, but it is not, like I said, not something a lot of people talk about. So people don't feel like they can talk about it. So girls with Turners, or women with Turners who are going through that, not only just them, anybody with infertility can feel very lonely. And then when they decide to tell people about it, they may or may not have friends that understand. Some friends, especially if they don't want to have kids, will be like, oh, okay, whatever. And it's hard to be friends with somebody that's not necessarily that they're not supportive, but it just doesn't get it. Like, I understand when somebody doesn't want kids, but there's a way to be supportive and understanding and encouraging and be friends with somebody, and then there's a way to, like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, it's hard, I guess it's hard to explain, but it does make friendships more difficult if they're not going through something similar. It's kind of like being in a relationship with somebody. You have to kind of have, in order to have a friendship, there kind of has to be something in common. So if it's a woman with Turner syndrome and going through infertility, there's two things right off the bat that make things very different than the average population. So it's just a hurdle that could be there, I guess you could say. I personally have been very lucky. Like I said, Tiva has been my friend forever. I love her. She's so supportive, is like the first person there if I'm like, oh, I'm really struggling. What can I do? Right there. Russell's super supportive. I've got an awesome family that, for the most part, gets it. You know, sometimes people asking questions is hard, but at the same time, I do want people to ask questions. I don't want people to feel like they can't. So that's part of the reason I'm so open. I guess I'm kind of a mix between, no, I'd consider myself a pineapple. I would, because it takes a little bit to get through, but once you do, I'm definitely like, pretty much everything's fair game. So, now that I've explained that, I want you guys to tell me down below whether you're a peach or a pineapple. I want to know. I want to see if there's more than one or the other. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. No, I will talk to you guys later today. I'm posting a second video today. That's right. I missed one, so I have to post 2 today. All right. I will talk to you guys later.